Hello, and welcome to this episode of We Turned Out Okay video series, I guess. I'm Karen Locke-Culp. I am a child development expert, and I'm very excited because today I'm here to talk about taming weeknight chaos. I'm going to teach you over a video series how to tame the weeknight chaos. And as we get started with this is the very first week. And so what I really am asking you to do right now is, well, not right now, but soon, is go to weturnedoutokay.com/232 because this corresponds to episode 232 of the podcast, and tell me why weeknights are so hard for you. They're tough for lots and lots of reasons, and I have a really quick 3-question poll, multiple choice poll over there that I want to get as many people to take it as possible so that I can tailor this series to exactly what you need. And today we are starting off with the question, why are weeknights so hard? And I've been, talking to parents and helping parents for a long time now. And all of my sort of research and my own personal experience when my kids were young points to 3 reasons why these weeknights can be so chaotic. I mean, if you think about it, you got the frustrating bedtime routine and the potential for meltdowns and all that crazy kind of stuff. And I have kind of come up with 3 reasons that I think are why weeknights are so tough. But as I said, I really want to hear from you as well. So just to get started, the 3 reasons that I've come up with are, first of all, that weeknights are really tough because evenings are really tough. When we were pregnant with our first child, he is now almost 18, so this is quite a while ago, we went to one of those baby childbirth classes, and we were told at that class, one of the things we learned is that there's this thing called the witching hour. And if you're watching this and you have kids, I'm sure you know what the witching hour is, right? I didn't believe it. I thought it was bull. I was like, are you kidding me with this? Why would it be like that? And then we had our first child and we realized it really is like that. For whatever reason, weeknights, not just weeknights, evenings are really, they're a time when babies are likeliest to cry. They are time when we're likeliest to be cranky. I mean, I've learned that as well over these years, right? It's not just the little kids, it's us. Whether it's sugar lows or a caffeine, deprivation, or missing nap times, any of those reasons, and maybe others, evenings are just really hard. So that's the first reason that I've come up with. Weeknights are tough because evenings are tough in general. And then the second reason that I came up with was that dinner times are very difficult times. And they're difficult for reasons like the following. So we are told you really need to eat at least 1 meal a day as a family. And that it's a great idea, but it can feel like a real pressure on us as we're trying to coordinate that. We are trying to make sure that people are eating things that are healthy for them. And how do you manage that? So that's a pressure on us. We're trying to make sure that there is good food in the house, and we'll go, shopping on a Monday morning and buy all these things. And we're going to have these wonderful salads and vegetables and sometimes expensive things like expensive cuts of meat if we're trying to go paleo or whatever. And then at the end of the week, it's all just sitting in there going bad because we had these big aspirations and then they just couldn't pan out towards the end of the week, right? And we can feel really ashamed because we have had these high ideals and we've not lived up to them this week. And every time we open that fridge, we see that. And then if it happens to be evening where things are already, kids are already melting down around us, and then we open the fridge to try and figure out what to feed everybody as we all sit together at the dinner table because that's what we're supposed to be doing. It can feel very, very stressful. And if you're feeling that, I am right there with you. And I'm offering big hugs and solutions. That's what this series is going to be all about, is the solutions, right? I mean, hugs are wonderful, but solutions are what you need. And that's what I aim to get you. So that's the second reason, is that just dinner times can be really fraught because there's a lot of things we're supposed to be doing at dinner. And that have to do with the preparation of dinner that make it complicated and tough. And then the third reason that I identified and this is the one that we struggled with the most, I would say, in my own house, but that I also saw other parents struggling with, is bedtimes. Kids hate bedtime. So that can be a real problem as well, because we're trying to have an evening to ourselves, just to get to the point where we can sit in front of the television with a glass of wine, or like look at our spouse and go, oh yeah, I remember you, that the kids sometimes, a lot of times, they do not like to go to bed. So they'll do everything they can to make it so that you can't get them to bed, basically. And that's a real struggle as well. And so when you take these three things, these three factors, that evenings are already tougher than other times of the day, that dinner time is fraught with kind of concerns that we have about eating together and making sure that we do this and doing it all right and feeding people the right stuff, and not letting it go to waste in the refrigerator. And then the fact that kids hate bedtime and will do whatever they can to get out of bedtime, that can make, and then weeknights, especially because we don't, generally speaking, everybody's been out doing their own thing. So you're working, kids are in school or daycare. Everybody comes in. It's a little less relaxed, I guess, than weekends can often be. Maybe weekends are a special, different kind of chaos, but the chaos we're focusing here in on for this series is the weeknight chaos and how to stop that. There really, I promise you, there really are solutions. And I'm going to spend the next 5 weeks sharing them with you. So 1 week at a time is how I do it. Like I every week I will update the podcast, the We Turned Out Okay podcast, to be about this. And then I will also do a YouTube live like this. Usually on Tuesday mornings is how I'm trying this out. This is my very first weekly YouTube live that I've done, and so hopefully it works for you. Please share what your struggles are with weeknights. You can do that by going to WeTurnedOutOK.com/232. That references episode 232. I'm putting a link right in the notes here so that you can have that. You can answer this question. You can answer this poll, which is 3 questions, and then I will know how to gear this. You can even just go right into the comments below this video and let me know what's frustrating you. If that's easiest, I want to gather as much information from you guys as I possibly can, because I'm making this series for you, and so I need to know what you need, basically. I know that's a lot of round and around, kind of using the word of need. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching all the way to the end, and I'm really looking forward to putting this together for you. I'm Karen Locke-Kolb. I am a child development expert, and I have a master's degree in early childhood education. I worked with children, preschool-age children, for almost a decade before I then had my own children, and I've since taught classes and run workshops, and now I'm a podcaster and a parent coach. So I am in a really good position to help you with all this kind of stuff if you need that help. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to leave it for this week. If you want to get these updated right in, if you want updates about when the new video comes out, just subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Karen Locke-Kolb, and that way you'll always know. All right, I will see you next week. In the meantime, please respond to this poll, and or just share in the comments and let me know what I can help you with. All right, cheers. I'll see you soon. Bye.